The holidays can be hard. For some of us, it is the grief of missing someone at the family table. For some, it is because they never had loved ones to gather together. Then there are those of us who have negative memories attached to holidays. We don't join in the merriment out of cynicism and painful memories, and also a lack of knowing where to even begin in the joy of it all. So, are we destined to be Grinches? I won't get too personal. I agreed to be on the internet, not my family. I love my family, and they shaped who I am today. So none of this episode is to disparage them. However, I did grow up in a family of divorce, low income, substance abuse, mental disorders, and estrangement. I remember crying through many Christmases out of pain for missing family members, out of guilt for getting presents when I knew we couldn't afford it, and out of fear for potential incidents escalating. The holidays would make me nervous and sad rather than joyful. So I didn't look forward to Christmas the same way other kids did. And not to say that I didn't look forward to it. It's just that the holidays can be a painful reminder of everything broken in your family, when it should be about togetherness and God's love and mercy. The Christmas movies and the songs, they end up making you feel angry, maybe bitter, sad, and rather than the cheer and comfort that they are designed for. You see big happy families and you're just reminded of the hole in your life. You wish you could relate to those beautiful memories that everyone seems to have. Although, who built gingerbread houses with the whole family? Or made handmade decorations for the tree? I don't know many who did, but certainly none of us who had difficult childhoods. And on that note, adults, stop telling children that they should be excited for having 2 Christmases when you end up telling them about your pending divorce. My family luckily did not say this to me. However, I worked in an internship program where I led a group for children going through divorce. And I heard that phrase of, think of you get 2 Christmases. It made me cringe every time. It is as tone deaf and hollow as anything can be to me. Kids don't want their presents multiplied. They want their family whole. One of the things that healed me from my past affecting my present enjoyment of things like Christmas was my wonderful husband. He was excited for Christmas in a way that is childlike and adorable. And while I'm sure I felt that at some point, I really couldn't recall it. So I think it was our second Christmas together. He asked me to just go out and get whatever would make Christmas fun and beautiful for our first home. He even said no budget, a phrase that I could not imagine. He helped me see how fun and exciting and beautiful Christmas can be. And I helped him see the reverence and sanctity that our Savior's birth deserves. So how to move on and enjoy this season? First, you must forgive and acknowledge where you can. Just accept the past and forgive either from afar or go talk to the person you need to talk to. By that I mean, if it would be dangerous or just a bad idea to come in contact or initiate any form of contact with the guilty party, forgive them from afar and love them from afar. But if you can, let them know. Second, watch some Christmas movies, read some books centered around Christmas, Google some of the most common foods for Christmas. This is all very serious research, folks. Third, after consuming all of this cheery data, think about, from your research, what actually tugged at your heartstrings. Think about what little you craved. This isn't about healing some inner trauma. This is about moving forward and finding joy. Fourth is trying some of those things. Roast chestnuts on an open fire and drink some hot cocoa. Go to a Christmas ballet or a Christmas play. Make some of those decorations by hand. And if you're lucky enough to have a white Christmas, go make some snow angels and snowmen. I don't care if you're 40. Build on some of these and form your own traditions for you and yours. Perhaps you discover that you hate making gingerbread houses, or sledding is stupid and cold. Or maybe your tradition is trying a new Christmas thing every year. As for me and my house, we made our own traditions to enjoy the Christmas season. Our non-negotiables are a Christmas carol, a Christmas story, the Nativity, Christmas Vacation, It's a Wonderful Life, and Scrooged. Though we usually also watch He-Man Christmas and Peanuts Christmas and The Grinch and SpongeBob Christmas because we're big kids. And always while eating cookies and Chex Mix. My favorite tradition that we have developed is that we will go through a neighborhood that has Christmas light competitions. We'll take either a Starbucks peppermint mocha or homemade hot chocolate, and we go through those neighborhoods while we listen to Christmas carols and famous Christmas songs. My next favorite thing that we do is a Christmas tea. I make it's not called a high tea. We always want to think of it as a high tea as Americans, but it's actually just afternoon tea. I make a tea with actual British tea, sugar cubes, and my finest china, and I make little sandwiches and biscuits because I prefer biscuits over scones. Don't hate me, Brits. And usually some of the Christmas cookies or a brownie. We do this with cloth napkins and china, and usually by candlelight. And lastly, we adhere to the 3 presents rule. I don't know if I'm the one who made this up, but I know it's something I've always wanted to try. Partially, probably coming from the low income that we came from, I felt guilty about all the presents, and so I wanted a way to minimize. And I thought this was the most meaningful way to do it. So my argument for the 3 presents rule is that, like the Grinch, I disapprove of all the commercial materialism that comes about during Christmas. I think we as humans, we need constant reminders for what is really important, for why we do the things we do and who we do them for. So 3 presents is a reminder that Jesus got only 3 presents. We still do stockings and little gifts in there. The 3 larger presents can be any price that your family needs them to be. Jesus' gifts would have amounted to a lot of money at that time. But since he was the savior, I think that's merited. Oh, I forgot to tell you about one other Christmas tradition that I've developed. Each year I read from this book. I got it at a half-price bookstore. There are many of the Norman Rockwell art books there. This one is particularly interesting because it not only has his famous drawings and paintings in it, but it also has short stories and poems and carols and excerpts from other books and such, as well as recipes. So I just think it's a beautiful book to have, and it's lovely to have out during Christmas and let people thumb through it when they come to visit. So my favorite story that I like to read during the Christmas season is, marked it with my flat frocks, The Gift of the Magi. This is written by O. Henry. There is some, I would say word choice and such that are definitely different from what we're used to and can be a little difficult to read aloud sometimes if you aren't familiar with the words. Even I have struggled with it, and I've read it every year. But this story is very short, and you can get it for free online. It's been a long time since it's been out. It is so beautiful because it's about finding the perfect gift for someone you're madly in love with, and how do you do it when you're broke. And that's all I'll say. It's great. I highly recommend it. Another tradition that I forgot to mention was actually developed by, I believe, my mother or my grandmother. It's where we make a birthday cake for Jesus every year. And some of mine have flopped. Most of them have been pretty good. But I think that's the best tradition that my family ever gave me. Each year I like to try to add a little thing to try during the Christmas time. This year I was hoping to add embroidery or making a gingerbread house. But I probably won't. It's been a stressful year. By creating these types of traditions during this season, I feel like I am part of something bigger. Knowing all over the world there are people doing some of these traditions, listening to these same songs, maybe eating some of the same food. The best part of this season for me is letting go of the past and future, and just being in the moment. It's the rare time during the year that I'm very good at it. It's the time that I can reflect on how warm I can feel, just thinking about how loving of a God I have, eating my cookies and looking at the tree. It's the kind of warmth that you can't achieve with extra layers and an open fire. It is internal and it is eternal. For once, however, I don't think I'm overthinking it.
It was nice of you to say relay, Mr. Skeletor.
I am not nice. No, stop that.
Do you want me to hold him?
No, we'll go faster if I carry him. But tell me more about this Christmas.